Understanding India's growth story. Understanding the economic miracles of India's past 3 decades. India's growth story. Understanding the economic miracles of India's past 3 decades. As we step into a new decade, it is essential to reflect on India's remarkable economic journey over the past 3 decades. From a struggling developing nation to one of the world's fastest-growing major economies, India has come a long way. In this article, we will delve into the key drivers and milestones that have made India's growth story so remarkable. In 1990, India was on the cusp of a transformation. The country had just initiated its economic liberalization policies under Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. This marked the beginning of India's journey towards becoming one of the world's leading economies. The 1991 economic reforms, spearheaded by Finance Minister Manmohan Singh, aimed to open up the economy to foreign investment and trade. The government reduced tariffs, allowed private sector participation in key sectors, and dismantled many controls on industries like textiles and steel. India's trade reforms were a significant step towards integrating with the global economy. Tariffs were reduced, and non-tariff barriers were eliminated. This led to an increase in exports, which helped to spur economic growth. **** 4. Foreign direct investment, FDI. The government actively encouraged FDI to attract foreign capital and technology. This influx of investment helped to modernize Indian industries and improve productivity. Between 1991 and 2002, India's GDP grew at an average annual rate of around 7%. This growth was fueled by the manufacturing sector, which saw significant investments in sectors like textiles, steel, and automobiles. The Indian information technology (IT) industry began to emerge as a major contributor to economic growth. The success of companies like Infosys, Wipro, and Tata Consultancy Services helped to establish India as a global hub for software development. India's focus on developing its knowledge economy led to the establishment of top-notch institutions in fields like engineering, management, and medical sciences. ***8. Investment in infrastructure. The government invested heavily in infrastructure development, including roads, ports, airports, and telecommunications. This helped to improve connectivity and facilitate trade. ***9. Public-private partnerships, PPPs. To bridge the funding gap for large-scale projects, the government introduced PPPs. These partnerships enabled the private sector to invest in key sectors like energy, transportation, and water management. India's economic growth was not limited to a few select regions or industries. The country made significant strides in reducing poverty, increasing access to education and healthcare, and promoting employment opportunities across all segments of society. By 2003-04, India's GDP growth rate had reached an impressive 8.5%. This was the beginning of a decade-long period of rapid economic expansion. The services sector emerged as a significant contributor to India's GDP. The growth of sectors like IT, finance, and healthcare drove this expansion. The manufacturing sector continued to grow. with an increase in investments in sectors like automotive, pharma, and textiles. While the share of agriculture in the economy declined, agricultural growth rates remained robust. This was due to increased investment in irrigation, fertilizers, and crop management practices. India's large youth population provided a significant demographic dividend. The country's workforce grew from 450 million in 2000 to over 500 million by 2011. The government initiated education reforms to improve access to quality education and training programs for the growing workforce. India focused on skill development initiatives, including vocational training and certification programs to equip workers with industry-relevant skills. **18. Infrastructure upgrades. Continued investment in infrastructure led to significant upgrades in transportation networks, energy generation, and communication systems. The government implemented fiscal reforms to improve the country's financial management and macroeconomic stability. This included reducing subsidies, increasing tax collections, and improving public sector governance. The Reserve Bank of India, RBI, introduced monetary policy reforms to ensure a stable and predictable economic environment. India made significant strides in financial inclusion by expanding access to banking services, especially for rural areas. Microfinance initiatives helped increase access to small-scale loans and credit facilities for entrepreneurs and micro-entrepreneurs. Banking reforms led to increased competition among private sector banks and improvements in financial market development. **24. Economic diversification. Thanks for watching.